Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. I'm JC Proton and this is episode 14 of my 6th Let's Play series. We are playing the custom version of the Vaulters. They're very vaultery. They're the main things: metafolding, um, material expertise, corsairs, all the big stuff. And we just had the elections. We're picking up at turn 41 right after the elections. The elections went not as planned, but semi as expected, but still unexpected, as as elections tend to do. Yeah, the scientists took over. They kicked ecologists out of being in charge, and the industrialists are completely out, as expected. We figured they were not going to make it, and they did. They didn't. But I thought it was showing 36% support for ecologists and 34 for scientists, and I was able to do the praising thing, or I guess the support. I really expected that. I was very hopeful that the ecologists were going to stay in power, but alas, that is not the case. They got kicked out. So, since ecologists are out, then we do not have their law of hardship ready, which allows us to colonize all the Varaki planets. Consequently, that means we have things queued up that we can no longer build. This one, we had the foresight to get that one done ahead of time, before before the ecologists got kicked out. This one didn't work out. You can see there are some colonies here that we cannot build. Now we're working on the desert right now, and we'll have that done in 2 turns. So we'll change him in queue. We'll bump him up. He'll be able to be built. I think we're going to have to do this. We're going to keep these guys around. We'll go ahead and keep them in the queue, but I think maybe they're going to have to wait. We'll see how long it takes to eventually research that tech. These guys on Amoeba are not long for this world. There's not really any reason to keep them around, and I think the fact that I have them is making my colonization cost for Argosy higher than I want it to be. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to be getting rid of that system. This amoeba system is going to go away. I'm not doing it just yet because I have population I want to send there. I'll probably do it next turn. The other thing is I have a faction quest, Prophecy of Doom, 355 science in one of my systems. So I'm kind of close here with 14 population. If I pass cram exam, 14 times 3 is, that's 30, 40, 42, I think. 42 is a lot, like 50 points. So 42 points on top of 307. That's 349. That's like a rounding error away from having it, right? So I think what I'm going to do, it seems like we temporarily have enough approval that let's take advantage of this opportunity to go ahead and do it. And this will, let's see, cram exam, let's pass it. Boom. Let's see where we're at. 403. Okay. We're definitely in there. Okay, so we're going to complete that quest next turn. Um, that'll get us these guys right. You're like, wait a minute. You're just saying you're getting rid of colonies and now you're going to assimilate another one. Yeah, I want the assimilation bonus. That's going to get us these guys right here. Cryo mining. That'll give us 25% deposit value on strategic resources and 20 science per cold. So then those ones will be done. And we're going to abandon that system right away as well. And we're going to go ahead and, we're really close to getting these guys. See, we're at 50 right now, and it's plus 3. So see, at 50, it's not allowing me the assist quest, but it will next turn. So this is what I was talking about, where it's like you have to be over 50. It's like 50 isn't enough. It needs to be over 50. So it might be I'm at like 49 and a half, and it's rounding it to 50. I don't know. Not really sure, but so I'm gonna be getting a bunch of quests here. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of praising. Now that we just had the election, I don't care about what happens with the the different political party um, support levels and stuff like that. It's irrelevant, completely irrelevant to me right now. So I'm gonna praise. I'm gonna burn off all of my influence on dudes like this one right here. I'm going to do him up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that counts for 30 points. And I get plus 1 with him anyway, so that's theoretically 40. I think it's really about a half. I don't know. So we'll say 40. So I only need to praise him a couple of times. That's getting off pretty cheap. Okay, cool. Okay, so this guy successfully avoided getting attacked. Whether he was going to get attacked or not, I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and have him head. Yeah, he's going to head down this way. He can get that one that he didn't get. $93. Life form 1, quite likely a transvine. So with this military ship, I'm looking at how far it is to go back. It's like, do I really want to send him back? Do I really want to send him all the way back here for 23 turns? I kind of think he may not be relevant in 23 turns. Okay, this guy we're going to disband so he can do a little repairing. See right now his repair rate is 5%. You see in the lower left corner it says the little heart, 5% per turn. If I disband him, you'll see that goes up to 10% per turn. And there's a cool thing that happens here. 15% more health regeneration ratio on fleets docked on a system, on systems where there's a portal. So if I'm docked in the system, we'll test it out and see. I think it means you have to be in the hangar. But that means in the hangar you heal an extra 15% per turn. Pretty darn strong. That's pretty darn good. So I'm thinking maybe, since we're so far out on this one, I think maybe I'm just going to keep that fleet with him. I think we're going to maybe just stay together. I could send that here in anticipation of exploring here. And if a pirate pops, it's a life form. It's not going to be a pirate. I'll just have fast reflexes, man. That'll work. Alright, we're just going to keep him with us and we're going to go. Okay, Argosy. Where are we going, boys? Epistus. Ooh, there's another one. Mavros. Interesting. Okay. Almost no chance I'm getting them. Look at that. Lumeris. Mavros have a cool law. If you have 50 Mavros, you can run a law called Crack Squad. And it Crack Squads cuts over colonization penalty in half. So instead of a -10 approval per system above your colonization system limit, it cuts that to a -5 instead of 10. So you can go over by twice as many. And that is amplified even more if you have, let's see, doesn't look like we have it. There's one called Benthic Gems, which I think is a rare, and it cuts that in half again per level that you have it in the system.
Be content. Fortune smiles, for Horatio is willing to speak with you.
Wow. Price of Perfection. 20% extra ship cost on industry, but it does 10% weapon damage on their modules. Alright, well, let's see here. We still have to try. Whether or not we're going to get them or not, we'll still try. Let's see, there are no curiosities to explore, at least not right now. First contact, and we are at A+. 20, 40. We'll go to 40, and then we'll maybe circle back because we're about to unlock evaporation inhibitors. And if it turns out that there aren't any hidden curiosity level 3s there, then I'll praise again when I have a little more influence to spend. Okay, so did him. These guys. There's a ruins. See, so I can see 3s. Okay, so I can see 3s. So that means if there was a 3 there, I would see it. It would be locked. So it's not there, so I might as well go ahead and praise him a third time. Okay, so we're done with him. These guys have one locked. We're at +0. So 20, 40, and then one more will be 50. Probably not going to get him anyway. Horatio's going to get him. And then these guys. Interesting. So you have Lumeris and Horatio up here. Okay, so that's one there, one there. That's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so that makes me think that if you have Horatio up here and Lumeris up here, Horatio's up here. That's probably the unique is the Horatio homeworld. Okay, probably. And then over here, you have a Lumeris homeworld. I don't know. Not sure exactly. I don't know. I just know we got more galaxy to explore. That's for sure. Okay, so we got those two praised. Oracle of Science has been activated. Let's look at our research. Okay, so we're going to get this done. I'm going to have to look at it off camera. I don't want to waste a lot of time of y'all's. Like, to get these for those toxic planets that I have going on at BA. Looks like it's 8 turns. So that's not really a major problem if I want to do that order. But the thing is, what I was planning on doing before was probably this to increase my resource gathering. I was probably going to do that and this and maybe that, which would unlock these, and that would give me visibility to see where these are located. And that'll help me make better decisions about where I'm going to colonize. So that's what I'm leaning towards right now doing, is that. Unless something comes up that makes me change my choices. So that's where I'm leaning right now. See, that's done, that's fine. We're going to need lots more fairings. We'll kind of see where those end up being, and we'll send more. We'll send out more scouts. So that's good. Let's take a look at moving some ships around. Movement, 3 probes, and a mystery minor civilization here. Let's go see what this. Okay, there's the Cravers. We have Cravers. Houston, we have Cravers. Yeah, and they're all about the torpedoes, apparently. They're all about the missiles. Okay, we got no curiosities here to explore. We have an outpost. They don't have any. So we'll go ahead and praise them. Hard hitters. Sometimes they have a thing that's more infantry focused. And boarding pods, it's all about the infantry, comparative infantry power type of thing. So I was curious to see if they would have it, because it will be useful. It would be useful with boarding pods. So what I'm going to send a probe this way. And then we're going to hop into the star lane so that I'm not there when this fleet lands here. Okay, he's 5 out of 5 with 8 movement. All right, let's roll. 2. None. Okay, he has 1 movement left. It's 12 movement to get there. Still have 3. Yeah, these have a little bit of range left on them. So this is not that much further ahead than that one, really. So not really any point in doing a probe spray. Might as well just head over here. All right, let's see what's going on here, man. So this is where we had the 2s, right? It's a Ruins 2, Subterranean 2, and a Life Form 2. Anything can happen here, man. Maybe this is the time where I finally get Sim Camp. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Science per destroyed command point, 40. And some dust. Okay. So rather than go back, I'm going to keep going forward. Two Jade Onyx deposits here. I do not want to put the Argosy anywhere near the pirates. I don't want to get attacked. They have a fleet coming out in 3 turns.
What can I do for you?
It's not going to be super powerful, but it's I don't want the Argosy getting attacked. So I don't want to spend dust to make friends with the pirates. Okay, he's here. There, that takes care of anything that's off lane, and now we can just head on up here. Is there anything on hidden here? Nope. What about here? Nope. Okay, we're just going to head on up. So at this point we figure out Unfallen are here. Up here somewhere we've got Lumeris and Horatio. We have Riftborn up this way. Seems like we have Sophons over here. I think we're going to have United Empire down here maybe. And then Cravers out here. And Vodiani out here, and or maybe somewhere in here is Vodiani. I don't know. And that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody, man. And we found where the resources are too, so that's cool. See, this guy, you have movement left, you have probes left. Oh, you don't really need to send a probe, do you? What are those hidden planets? there. And then one in the middle, and then just roll out. And are there any level 3s hidden here? Nope. No level 3s here either, so we can just go straight over to there. See, no movement left, right? I think from here is where I sent these, and this one was on a trajectory to clear this out, so I'm not going to send a probe there. I guess I'll just go. Got 2 probes left. Head up to Orion, and then maybe over here to these, or maybe up that way. I don't know. I guess we're going to try to go around where Argosy is. Argosy? I don't know. 10 movement. 3 probes. Cool. All right, we made adjustments. We passed a new law. We're going to get more science-y probably before we get less science-y. Eventually, long term, we'll end up being more industrial military, but that'll be probably after most of the science is done. So this is where we're at on the galaxy view. It's really big. Our first contact with somebody who's... Yeah, that's a Craver outpost. And apparently it's there. All of the unique planets have curiosities. And I failed to notice that early on, so didn't need to go over there. And what I don't know is, like, if I explore the 3 curiosities, then do all of the other ones disappear? Or are those curiosities going to be there, like, everywhere? Because it's pretty cool having them pinging like that. It kind of shows me where stuff is. Kind of dig it. So, we'll see. I don't remember ever doing this before, this quest this way. I'm not sure. I'm kind of glad I chose this one. So, I think we're good. Might be something I'm forgetting, but I think we're in good shape. So, let's go ahead and advance the turn. We'll get this locked in. Get this locked in. It's 264. I should assimilate that other that miner down here. Yep, I did. Soydan. We got him. This is where we'll pick up next time. Let's just take a peek. I got that. I achieved that. Assimilated. Cool, we'll be able to do a quest. New new population bonus. Do we have 20 of us? Yeah, there's 20 of us. All right. We produce more influence. Yeah, we went from 20 to 23, I think. More population are growing. We produced a Fey ring. A Fey ring. That's a Fey ring. Luxury prices increased. What the heck is that? Something went cheap. Transvine is cheap. Red Sang is cheap. So Transvine, I think, is over in the Craver, not the Craver, the Vodiani area, and Red Sang is in the Craver area, if I remember right. There are 2 heroes available, but I don't have the tech to see them. Cool. So yeah, I'm trying to get. I want to get a Jade Onyx on my next colony, so that I have these 2 for this upgrade. So I'll be running Eden Incense and Jade Onyx, or Jadonyx. I hear people say it different ways. I don't know. That's the plan. All right, that's where we'll be picking up next time at turn 42. It's looking pretty cool. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look and see what the colonization cost would be on the Argosy. Now that I have a 4th system, let's see if it went even more exponentially crazy. Yep, it did. See, it went up to 42 resources, and it was down to, like, I don't know, the dust cost was down a lot lower than 4,800. So it's definitely scales with the number of systems you have. So my plan is to shed these 2 unnecessary systems, is what I'm going to do. And that should drop the price quite a bit on my Argosy, and I'll be able to colonize for a much better price. So we have groupthink and cryo mining now that we have. Deposit value increase. Cool. All right, folks, we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.